Isaac Pitbull Cruz and Angel Fierro, they just put on a show of the century. Oh my goodness, we got to talk about that right now. Now, the WBC's brand new Aztec Warrior belt was on the line, and these two Mexican warriors, they deliver an absolute banger, super barn burner, and I got to talk about that right now because this was a fight that was worthy of a legendary memory for real. You got what I'm saying? Okay, let's talk about that. Look, this is serious grind boxing. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, so now this was a Aztec Warrior belt, right? And it was a belt that was honoring Israel Vasquez because he was a legend in the game of boxing and he was a warrior, right? And when I tell you, Pitbull Cruz emerged victorious, he put everything into that fight that I saw. Oh my goodness, this was crazy. Power shots, momentum swings, it was nonstop action, and we get ready to break that down. Okay, so peep this. Pitbull Cruz, 27 wins, 3 losses. He got 18 knockouts, right? When I tell you, this guy came out guns blazing, he was charging straight at Fierro from the opening bell. He was throwing absolute haymakers. Pitbull was looking for the early knockout. He was landing vicious body shots. He was punishing, he was punishing Fierro with these hands. You understand what I'm saying? But I will give credit to Fierro. He did not back down. He was weathering the Pitbull storm for the first couple of rounds. He dug in and he started to fight back. In the third round, he landed a huge right hand. And when I tell you that right hand looked like it kind of stunned Pitbull because it made him go back and it kind of slowed down his momentum. You know what I'm saying? It made him kind of stumble. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh man, I never seen it like that. When I tell you, both of these guys were throwing bombs, and Pitbull, he was eating some bombs too. You got what I'm saying? I'm telling you, the middle rounds were a complete war. Fierro, he was pressing forward. He was backing Pitbull Cruz up for the first time because I had never really seen Pitbull push back. You got what I'm saying? Now, Cruz, he countered with some devastating left hooks to the body. Look, he was hitting Fierro so hard to the body. He was making me say, I can feel it in my body. I was looking at this. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, man, it was crazy. Now, the 7th round, you should have been there. You should have saw it. I just bought the pay-per-view. I had to watch it. You got what I'm saying? The 7th round was one of the heaviest exchanges that I saw. I'm telling you, if this is not fight of the year, I don't know what is going to be called the fight of the year. I'm telling you, I'm looking forward to some fights because this is just really crazy. Look, these guys were just toe-to-toe. They were not backing down. And what I will say is in the championship rounds, Isaac Pitbull Cruz, he showed the world, and of course, he showed Fierro why he's one of the most exciting fighters in boxing today. He was digging deep. He landed cleaner power shots, and in the final moments of round 9, he sealed the deal, in my opinion, because he hit Fierro with a right hand, and when I tell you, Fierro's head snapped back, I said, oh my God, his head gonna fall off. You got what I'm saying? Okay, so anyway, Pitbull Cruz ends up with the winner. But let me give you some of these punch fight stats or whatever they call it. You got what I'm saying? Look, Pitbull Cruz landed 248 of 624 punches. That's 40%. Now, Fierro, he threw 238 and landed, that 238 of 786 punches thrown. Did you see that? That was crazy right there. That's a lot of punches, man. A lot of punches. So Cruz landed 40%, Fierro landed 30%. And man, Cruz had all those power shots. I was like, man. Now the judges had it 98-92, 97-93, and 96-94 for a unanimous decision for Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Now, what I will say is that before the fight, Fierro said that he wasn't gonna box Pitbull Cruz. He said that he was gonna go toe-to-toe. He was like, look, this is gonna be a war. And what I will say is that at first it started off as a war, but Pitbull Cruz hurt Fierro, and by round 3, Fierro started boxing. He started working his jab. He started landing combinations on Pitbull Cruz. I was like, hey, I thought you said you wasn't gonna box. You was just gonna go to a brawl fest. It was gonna be a slugfest, an all-out war. Oh, Pitbull made you change your mind. But it's good that Fierro pivoted, because if he had not pivoted, Pitbull Cruz would have put him out of there. But he started using his jab. He started boxing effectively, and that's what made it so competitive, in my opinion. You got what I'm saying? Hey, I don't know what's gonna happen going forward, but what I do know is that Fierro and Pitbull Cruz, they did an excellent job. Pitbull Cruz won the Aztec Warrior belt, and they lifted the belt up together in honor of Israel Vasquez, a tribute to a Mexican fighting spirit. I really loved watching that fight, man. You have no idea. I was so excited. Look, I was jumping up and down. If you had saw it, if you had been there, man, you probably would have did the same. You got what I'm saying? So now, where does Pitbull Cruz go from here? At 140 pounds, this division right now is so stacked up. You know, he could do a rematch with Gervonta Tank Davis. He could fight Regis Prograis. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if it's gonna happen. Oh, he could fight Teofimo Lopez. He got so many options. What do you think Pitbull is gonna do next? Now, as it applies to the future of boxing, look, man, I think he's gonna be around for a while. But man, he's gotta learn how to box more instead of the rock'em sock'em, because he's not gonna be talking good if he keep that up. But hey, those are my thoughts. You leave me your thoughts in the comment section. Hey, this is serious grind boxing. I had to hit you with a quick jab of boxing news from around the world. I'm getting out of here. Stay on the grind.